I discovered the betrayal through a simple text message. Those 9 words still echo in my head like a bad ringtone that won't stop. My name is Lena Moreau, 31 years old, marketing coordinator at a mid-sized firm in the city. I'm the woman who color codes her digital calendar, keeps a small succulent collection thriving on the windowsill, and once believed that love, when it's right, should feel like coming home. For 4 years, Jaden made it feel exactly like that. We met at a friend's rooftop barbecue in the summer of 2021. He was wearing a faded band tee and carrying a 6-pack of craft IPAs. I was in cut-off shorts, pretending I knew how to grill corn. He complimented my playlist, I'd curated it for the evening, and we talked until the mosquitoes drove everyone inside. By the end of the night, he had my number and I had that fluttery feeling I thought I'd outgrown. Our life together built slowly, comfortably. Shared apartment in a quiet neighborhood. Joint grocery lists on the fridge. Sunday mornings with coffee and crossword puzzles. He was a software engineer, methodical, patient, the kind of person who fixed things before they broke. He remembered my favorite flowers, peonies, my coffee order, oat milk latte, extra hot, and the exact date of my grandmother's passing. In return, I gave him stability, laughter, and the space to be ambitious. We were good. We were solid. Or so I thought. The subtle shift started around 18 months ago. Nothing dramatic at first. Just small adjustments that love easily reframed. He began taking work calls in the hallway instead of on the couch beside me. Better acoustics, he'd say with a shrug. His phone, which used to lie face up on every surface like an invitation to trust, now stayed face down or in his pocket. When I noticed, I told myself it was normal. People deserve privacy. We're adults. Then the late nights increased. Critical bug in production. The texts would read at 10 or 11 p.m. I'd send back encouraging emojis, a "you've got this" red heart, and wait up with herbal tea. He'd return after midnight, tired but affectionate, kissing my forehead, murmuring, "Thanks for being so understanding." Sometimes there was a faint floral scent on his collar, not mine. "New intern wears too much perfume," he laughed once. Laughed too. Suspicion felt petty when he looked at me with those warm brown eyes. Other clues gathered like dust in corners. New cologne he tried on a whim. Sudden interest in gym sessions that ended later than usual. The way we slowly disappeared from his future tense sentences. "I'm thinking of taking that certification course." Not, "We should plan a trip after." Noticed. I questioned myself instead of him. The night the world tilted was painfully mundane. Friday. Take-out Thai food cooling on the coffee table. A true crime documentary droning in the background. Something about a husband hiding secrets. We were both on our phones, legs tangled under a blanket. My device was charging in the bedroom. His rested between us on the cushion, screen dark. Then it buzzed. The screen lit with a notification preview, bright against the dim living room. From "Can't stop thinking about last night. When can I feel you again?" Smiling face with horns. The devil emoji stared back at me. Bold. Unashamed. Permanent. My pulse slammed in my ears. Last night. He'd said he was pulling an all-nighter at the office. Came home at 2:17 a.m., kissed my temple while I pretended to be asleep. The perfume had been stronger then. Jasmine and something sharp. I'd rolled over, told myself I was imagining things. Jaden was in the kitchen, refilling water glasses. He hadn't heard the buzz. I stared at the words until they swam. My thumb hovered over the notification. I didn't open it. I didn't need to. The preview was enough. He walked back in, casual as ever. "You want ice in yours." I turned the phone toward him slowly, screen still glowing. His smile faltered, then vanished. Stages of realization crossed his face. Confusion, dawning horror, guilt that looked almost physical. "Lena. Who's M?" The question came out calm. "Who come?" He set the glasses down hard. "Saturday, it's not. It's complicated." "Uncomplicated." He started slow. "Mia. Junior dev on my team." It started as venting about work stress. She got it. I didn't mean for it to. Stop. I held up a hand. I want the messages. He hesitated, then unlocked the phone and passed it over. I scrolled. Hundreds of texts. Months of them. Early ones innocent. Memes, work complaints. Rough day, you okay? Then flirtation. Compliments. Hearts. Photos, selfies first, then more intimate. Hotel room mirrors. His hand on her waist. Explicit messages about what they'd done, what they wanted next. One from 3 weeks ago. Can't wait to have you all to myself while she's at her sister's wedding. My sister's wedding. The one I'd asked him to attend with me. He'd said yes without hesitation. The cruelest parts weren't the physical descriptions. They were the casual dismissals of me. She's sweet, but she doesn't understand the pressure. Lena would lose it if she knew. You're the only one who really gets me. I read until my eyes burned. Then I handed the phone back. I need you to leave. Tonight. He cried. Begged. Promised therapy, no contact, a clean break. Said it was a mistake, that he loved me. That he'd fix it. I listened without interrupting. When he finished, I repeated quietly. Tonight. He packed a duffel bag. Stood in the doorway for a long minute, eyes red. I'm so sorry, Lena. The door closed softly. The apartment went silent. I didn't sleep. I sat on the living room floor, knees to chest, replaying every ignored signal. The hallway calls. Perfume. The late nights. The missing we. They'd been there. Small, persistent, polite warnings. I'd chosen comfort over clarity. Morning arrived gray and heavy. Called in sick. Then I acted. Changed the Wi-Fi password. Packed his remaining clothes, books, gaming console into boxes. Left them outside the door with a single note. Pick up by end of week. After that, donated. I blocked his number. Socials. Email. Everything. Friends arrived that evening with wine and takeout. They listened while I repeated variations of the same stunned phrases. It was just a text. How did I not see? 4 years. The fog lasted weeks. Work became mechanical. Food tasted like cardboard. Sleep came in fragments. Therapy started a month later. A kind woman with a soft voice helped me untangle the why. Why I'd reframed red flags as quirks. Why I'd prioritized the relationship over my own intuition. Why betrayal often arrives quietly, disguised as everyday life. She taught me something important. Trust isn't blind faith. It's earned through consistency. And when the small things stop adding up, you don't have to wait for a smoking gun. Sometimes a single notification is enough. 6 months later, I live in a smaller apartment with big windows and plants that actually survive. The walls are pale yellow, bright without trying too hard. I date occasionally, cautiously. Coffee dates in public places. No shared locations. No ignoring the quiet instincts. My phone still buzzes late at night sometimes. Each time there's a flicker of old panic. But now I breathe, check the screen. And remember, truth doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers through a preview pane. A simple text ended the life I thought I had. It also gave me the clarity to build a better one.